Welcome in to the Fun Astrology Podcast. Let's get a new week started and let's get a new season started. Because if I could, without a copyright violation, segue into Don McLean's American Pie, I would do it right now. So I'm not going to sing. That was one thing I've never been able to master. I can sing like a moose. We are moving from Aries to Taurus today. That's the big story. So I would be saying, bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Bye. Never mind. Okay, when does it happen? Well, Mercury moves into Taurus at 6:25 this morning. All times are Eastern. And the Sun moves in this afternoon. That will be at 4:26. So you're going to notice a shift from fire to earth. From a qualities standpoint, we're moving from cardinal to fixed. So that's from the leader, the initiator, to kind of the implementer, the one that's going to see it through, the one that's going to push to get things done. And that's one of the characteristics of Taurus. Right off the bat, the bull is a perfect metaphor. You think of determination. Now, I'm going to make a modification. We have to have a bull in a pasture. Let's place the bull strategically related to the earth, because that's the other really important thing. When you think of Taurus, you've got to think of determination, you've got to think of fixed, and it's almost even like a Taurian can get stuck in their ways, in a sense. My buddy Hemet in Aspen is like the ultimate Taurus. His birthday will be in a couple of weeks. He's probably right in the middle of Taurus season, and he is so Taurian, you could paint a picture of his lifestyle. For one, he enjoys outdoor activities. He enjoys the earth. He lives in a place that is right above the Roaring Fork River as it moves through town. It is surrounded by nature on two sides. He has panoramic views from his apartment there. Rain or shine, winter or summer, typically one of his doors or windows are open so that he can hear the sound of the river as it goes by. He loves to hike. He loves to ski. That's another thing about Taurians. They love the outdoor activities, almost to a thrill-seeker kind of perspective, although Hemet's very safe. And that's another thing about Taurus, is they are. Fixed security is another dynamic or aspect about Taurus. Whenever Hemet goes skiing, he has earbuds in his ears because Taurians love music. It's beyond entertainment. It's the music of the spheres. It's a connection to everything that is cosmos for a Taurian. Now, what Hemet does not have, and I've always said, that a garden and a Taurian thou shalt not part, because Taurians love to dig in the dirt. They love connection with the earth. If they don't have a garden, then how they would feel really, really good is to go barefoot and just dig their toes into the soil somehow, or into the grass. That connection with the ground, the earth, it is grounding. Now, back to the bull analogy, we'll leave Hemet in Aspen skiing for a little bit. They got some snow the other day, and I understand that he's pretty happy these days. But we'll talk about the bull, because the bull is a perfect glyph, like I said. Think of the bull in the cartoons that we grew up with. The bull puts his head down, gets that fixed look of determination, and boom, sends the matador up into the cartoon crowd. It's that you won't get me, sucker, kind of attitude, and the determination to do something about it, not just words, action. Taurians can be great employees, especially if they're kind of left to do what they want to do. If you employ a Taurus, set them up for success and don't micromanage them. Then, when they have an opinion, you be all ears up, because chances are it's coming from a very good place. Centeredness, grounding, good for the organization. If you get a Taurus sold on you, you can be sold on them and just leave it alone. Now, we always talk about partnerships when we move the sun into a new sign, and Taurus is sitting next to Aries and Gemini. Of course, Aries one sign prior, Gemini the next sign over. So if as a Taurus you were looking for a relationship, you might pass on those because they're fairly incompatible. But you move to the next signs over, which are Pisces and Cancer. Now you've got some water compatibility with your earth groundedness. They all get along really well because they're all just kind of mellow. Now, I know some of you are listening to this and you're saying, wait a minute, I'm in a relationship or I'm married to a Piscean or a Taurian or a Cancer, and they are not mellow. They are anything but mellow. The seeds are there. You just have to water the garden. Right? It's like, it's possible. It's possible. Anything is possible around the wheel. These are not absolutes on the relationship either, by the way. We're just following the aspects, and it's where the energy may or may not be there. Now, if we move to the next two signs, we're talking about Aquarius and Leo, and those are in the square aspect position. And that's one that I would say you've got 10 others to choose from. Start there first, if you know what I mean. And then we have the trines. So we're back to the earth signs, Capricorn and Virgo. Always something to check out if you're looking for a mate. Sagittarius and Libra, that's the 150 aspect angle. Could be a little scratchy. And the opposite of Taurus is Scorpio. Opposites both attract and they repel. So you could complement each other beautifully, or you could get under each other's nerves so much. And believe me, that scorpions can make bulls wince. So that fixes you up at least with some insights into where we're headed. We'll apply that energy to what's going on in the macro world as we unfold some of the episodes this week ahead. Plus, we have listener questions. Go to funastrology.com. Right at the top, the orange button. Click. It's free. You don't have to leave any information except your message. And I would be glad to answer your questions here on the podcast. Keep them short, and we'll play them so everybody can hear. The other thing is, I just wanted to mention the moon is in Cancer. So this is still that grounded kind of energy that we had over the weekend. Moves into Leo at 2:09 a.m. So when we wake up and meet each other again tomorrow, we will have a fresh, fiery Leo moon, and we'll pick up from there. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.